Sorry, what's Lady Blah Blah?
Lady Blah Blah?
Mm-hmm.
Blah, blah, blah.
Mercadian Masks is the...
Fuck is that?
I think it was a set after I quit playing Magic and before I started playing Magic.
Well, that sounds promising. No one has any clue what's going on.
No, it was after Visions and all of... And after...
Oh, yeah.
No,
I quit like right
you know
after
what?
Visions.
Visions was... Here's I can tell Visions was the death knell for a lot of people playing.
I liked Visions. That was the Man of War. I loved the Man of War.
That's pretty much where John and I stopped, too.
Mm-hmm.
I was actually pro touring at that time, like qualifying like in the like Ohio and like the big places. When we actually like to travel to Iowa and fucking Oklahoma and shit just to go to qualifiers and Grand Prix. Those were the days.
So were Magic players just really bad back then?
You know, the thing I miss most when we play it, My House versus Here, is probably the cheesy sound effects.
Oh, yeah? Yeah.
To the max.
Right. Well, because we're on a TRS 80 at your house.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
What? Oh, by the way, we're drinking Fat Tire just because we're boring.
Yeah.
Are we
we don't
recording?
care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's recording.
Okay.
Are we clubbing baby seals? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. I think we take Lightning Strike.
Sound effects.
Right? Because it's an inferior Incinerate.
Well, that's good.
And that's a good way to sell it.
Well done.
So what
We could take this...
That guy, because I don't know what it does, and that's good enough for me.
And the ordeals are always good, but there's a lot of black. I think if we take this, no one else is going to go into red from this pack.
Because Wild Celebrants isn't that good.
Yeah, it's barely playable. Oh, so let's go into black.
Yeah. Because that's huge.
Yep.
So you're saying black now?
Yes.
Black red, baby.
As I said from the beginning, black is really where we need to be.
Didn't we just like leave a whole pack full of decent black cards to suck people in?
We're likely to table something from that pack, right?
Holy crap. Really?
That's a strategy.
Is there nothing else playable?
No. This is playable. This is playable. This is... We could go red-green.
No one does that.
But we're taking that. This
thing has a good body on its own, and it's a removal spell.
So you're into snakes.
Sexy Gorgon.
You're into snakes.
I am.
She can turn Meta Stone. You know what I'm saying?
There are some people that argue that's what the legend actually was talking about.
You're making that up.
No. Don't have to.
Because out there are people who will argue anything.
Yep, pretty much.
Hey, Zeus used to turn himself into a bull just to bang chicks.
He turned himself into a lot of crazy shit.
Yeah.
Swan, a golden shower. That's probably my favorite.
What? I'm just saying, Zeus got freaky.
Oh yeah.
You know, but more so, the chicks back then. How often were they just like really used to like humping animals?
Well, I think the key is that they were raped. Almost always they were raped by.
No, they weren't exactly raped. They were roofied. They were magical roofied. So they were into it at the time, but they really didn't know what they were doing. So yeah, pretty much rape.
Zeus was a badass.
We're gonna get another complaint. I can feel it.
Yep.
Come on.
We've gone there. Yeah, I don't know. This card's pretty good. It's not in the colors that we've picked so far, but who cares?
Hey, what is?
That's decent. This thing's playable. This guy's okay.
We're fucked.
I'll just...
None of that.
Oh, this is kind of a repeat of that first pack. That card's pretty good. This card's pretty good.
Okay.
So what would we rather have? A bestow creature? Or aura that puts on +1/+1 counters.
Aura.
We've had good luck with the ordeal.
All right. I was surprised that we actually got you guys to agree on something.
I changed my mind. Go back.
This
I am gonna freaking haul ass everywhere.
What?
What? That's what he's doing, right? Like, yeah.
So Divine Verdict is probably the best card here.
Mhm.
We could take it just in case we don't end up playing red. This thing's okay, but it's not.
We have a 0/6 wall for 3 mana.
That's
true.
Yeah, it's
Could do that.
available.
That's pretty good.
Maybe we'll take this.
How much does the wall of flesh cost?
My dignity.
I
I mean, I know it had regenerate too, but
think it costs 3.
Yeah.
Two colorless, 1 black.
the wall of flesh. I thought wall of flesh was a
Let's see. First strike.
artifact.
One. Are you think? I'm thinking Wall of Bone.
Yeah,
I'm thinking wall of
bone. 2 colors, 1 black.
sound.
Wall of sound.
You're thinking of the Phil Spector story,
Hmm.
especially the end of it.
Yeah, I really am. Especially the part where he shoots his wife.
Yep. Murders every house guest.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he'd been doing that for years, but
And we have similar hairstyles.
those were some phenomenal courtroom pictures.
I know. Like, wow, you're kind of a crazy fucker, aren't you? Fire Drinker Satyr! I don't know what it does.
It's in the right deck. It's decent, and if you put that out and put an ordeal on him,
Yeah.
I think probably we want another Lightning Strike.
Mm-hmm.
Lightning Strike is one of the better removal spells in the format because there are just a ton of like
Sure.
three toughness creatures.
Spark Jolt.
So much.
Anger of the Gods.
Oh, I was thinking of living wall, not wall of flesh. Apologies. 4 colorless. 06 counts as a wall because they didn't have just the ability to just say wall.
A red ordeal.
Regenerates.
What do you think, George? Another ordeal or something that deals 3 damage to every creature?
Hmm.
And exiles them.
Yes. Problem
If they
is
die.
our creatures and their creatures.
Sure.
Yeah. How much recursion do we have?
Like next to none.
Do we give a shit?
Probably don't.
Novel idea.
I don't know.
I like. You know what? Probably go with the rare damage thing. We can use it as a wrath if all else fails.
Man, we're picking up all the burn.
Mm-hmm.
This never happens.
Because we took that one red card.
Yep. That was the tipping point. So Titan Strength is a better card than...
Yeah.
I guess we're at 9 creatures, so we can take that. I was afraid we were way behind on creatures already. There was a guy who won a limited GP playing this thing.
Really?
Yeah,
Very cool.
he had like multiple copies of it, and
Yeah.
it was an all-star all day long, and no one ever plays it.
Weird.
Probably this thing.
You sound so convinced.
We don't even know what it does. Why do we not go with the Winotar?
Well, we already have one Winotar.
Oh.
And putting
That's your limit?
And if you put the Spear Point Oriad on the Winotar, then the Winotar becomes pretty badass.
Yeah.
If you put the Winotar on the Winotar, you get baby Winotars.
If we get hot Winotar action.
Yeah.
It's really not, though.
I think
You see a lot of that?
Yeah, it's really not.
You've watched a lot of it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. That's what I was doing earlier.
Portatar!
Rescue from the Underworld, there's that recursion you were talking about.
Hmm.
We could bring back our Gorgon.
Yeah.
Or the thing that gives Intimidate. That's decent. We'll take another one of those.
Sure.
Ooh, here's another Winotar. Fits in our little theme.
Yeah, yeah.
It's even their colors.
Yeah.
It's way better than the other one. I'm just saying.
Quiet you.
You know. Whatever Bob wants, I say we do too. Let's see.
I want you to live.
Well, I'll have to give you this just once.
Dark Betrayal would be very good against us.
True.
This is not very good.
None of the else.
Nor is
Yeah,
that.
just take the
That's
Dark Patrol.
decent.
Yeah.
Smart Jolt.
Luke
Was Last Breath
Speed.
the card that we had last week? Where we had like
all
All of
five of
them?
them, and we
Yeah.
just.
Exiled everything.
Well, I mean, the issue was it gives them 4 life every time.
Oh, I thought I gave you 4 life.
No,
Oh.
so
Ew, word Siamese cookie.
it was kind of rough using it.
Yeah.
yes. We are on the Winotar plan.
But at the same time, if you exile enough of their things, they start becoming very, very annoyed with you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Purporosa's emissary.
Yeah, probably the Goblin War Drums on a single creature is the
Yeah.
Sip of Hemlock is good as
Yeah.
well, but we have enough early burn, and we'll just hope we never have to make it to the late game.
The early burn gets the ointment.
Holy crap. Really?
Another Gorgon. No, that card's pretty good too, but
Yeah, but
I think I'd rather have
double
the-
Gorgon? I mean, come
Yeah.
on.
If you really want one.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Questions.
Probably Great Merchant.
I don't know. Every time we play him, I'm unimpressed. I know that you've had really good luck with him. But it always feels like you're waiting to get him out, and then it doesn't do much.
Right. Yeah, he's a better constructed card because you can kind of build around his strengths, but I still think he's enough better than the Emissary.
All right.
So Ordeal is the best card here.
Yeah, big time.
Two-headed.
Take the Viper's Kiss.
Why?
Minus mine. It is a weak, pacifism.
It's a terrible pacifism.
Yeah.
I mean, there are a few creatures that have activated abilities that would.
It'll also kill things.
Yes.
It's removal. Is there anything else here that you want more than removal?
Fine. So we can either take the expensive removal or this thing works pretty well with Grey Merchant and these guys. Well,
I'm not convinced.
another Winotar.
Cool.
Stone Shock Giant.
Super
or
expensive.
Sip of-
Probably.
Also super expensive.
Probably the Sip of Hemlock.
Yeah.
Another Winotar. or another
Ill-tempered Cyclops.
I'm most upset by your behavior.
I think maybe the other Ordeal. I like the Raiders, but well, we have 30 cards right now.
We all do.
Well, everyone has 38 cards.
Yeah.
But we apparently have 30 cards that John's saying don't suck.
Yeah. I found a few of them that sucked. Apparently it was asleep at the switch.
Prowler's Helm.
Yeah. There are certain games or decks where you just can't get through, and it's a good sideboard option. Another one of those. Just in case we decide to side in all.
All Minotaurs all the time.
Mm-hmm. That could be probably not make our deck, but sure, if there's an artifact in this format that
we care about.
sees play.
So what are you thinking, John? You think it's the best thing you've ever made? Second best thing?
I'm thinking with a little bit different drafting, we maybe could have gone mono black. Or black only splashing our burn spells.
Okay. Well, we didn't do that.
No. But I'm going to see how close we got.
Yeah, we could pretty much amend every game we've ever played with. If only we had drafted a little better.
That's fair.
Yeah.
A couple Harpies, Ordeal. So 14 solid black creatures or black cards.
Okay.
Red, protect the emissary. Magma Jet, Ordeal, both of our lightning strikes. Raider, maybe the athlete.
Oh yeah.
Spear point. So we're up to 15 creatures. Haven't put in any double red.
Okay.
So if we went heavier red, we could go with our Minotaur plan.
Mm-hmm.
This guy's only really good in a heavy red deck.
Yeah.
We could put this in, even though it's double red. We could put this in as a good combat trick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We could just put this in as a win condition.
Evasion is evasion is evasion.
Yeah. Or we could do Viper's Kiss. We could do Spark Jolt. Does anyone care?
I really don't. I like the Gorgons over the Minotaurs at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So, what's Spark Jolt do again?
Spark Jolt deals 1, scry 1. And Titan Strength +3/+1, scry 1.
I kind of think the Titan Strength. I like the ability to scry, and I like the combat trickiness.
Yeah. I think it's a good choice. On the first strike guy, we could just, out of nowhere, get him. Same thing with, like, attacking in with this, and they think, oh, I'll just,
jump.
Yeah, or bounce, and
Sure.
we make it a 4/4 suddenly. Okay.
Okay.
Wasn't
so hard.
A little bit closer to even, because we have a couple
Yeah.
red guys early. All
Well, I
right.
got a good feeling about it.
I do. We have a lot of removal.
Yeah, I suppose.
Well, we only have 2 of the Gorgons. We only have 2 lightning strikes.
Yeah.
So, Bob, have you been watching anything of late?
Just you while you sleep.
Creepy.
I've been watching The Goldbergs. Comedy sitcom.
Wow, really?
Yep.
I've seen commercials for it.
You know what? I just saw commercials for it, and I was like, I'm not watching that. But then, a comedian friend of mine on Facebook said, no, seriously, if you have not seen this, you're missing out. It's like the best written comedy on right now. I don't know if I necessarily would go that far, but I did watch the first episode or whatever, and I just laughed my ass off. And I've watched them since, and it's been consistently funny.
Does it star Goldberg?
Huh? No.
Damn.
No, it does not.
That could be truly hilarious.
No, it's just basically some, it's kind of like a cross between Arrested Development and The Wonder Years. Because the main character is the kid or the son or whatever.
Arrested Years.
Yeah. And he basically
time in prison.
And when he really was growing up, all he did was videotape his family. Because like at the end of each episode, they show you clips of him, of actual videotape of his real family, and that's what he's based the show on. Was his characters are basically his family. And so that's pretty fun for me. I like that. I think that's hilarious because at the end they show you his dad's just like his dad always walks around with his underwear. Like the minute he walked in the door from work, he would just drop his pants. And so every time you see him in the videotape, he's in his underwear. And it's just hilarious. He's like, "You little bastards!" He's like they're all just swearing all the time. It was great. It was pretty good. Yeah. So that's what I've been watching. That and Almost Human. God, you guys have no idea what I'm talking about.
No, you're talking about the police.
Yeah.
The
android.
The buddy cop.
Yep.
Fox show.
Man and Machine. You're talking about Man and Machine.
No, I'm talking about Almost Human.
Yeah, Man and Machine.
Yeah.
Remember Man and Machine, Bob?
I don't.
It was the story of a guy who had a robot chick cop
we'll
partner.
be back.